I think we are still struggling to know that God is actually so very much satisfying in all areas of our lives. My dear ones, just knowing what it took for our salvation, with that truth that we know that there is actually predestination and election. If those doctrines leave you the same, you didn't understand them. Because every time I ponder and I remember that if God had just left me out, I knew nothing I would have done to buy my salvation. And you that have come to faith in Christ, that's an evidence that He has called you. What do you do about those truths? Go in yourself. Join the men and women God has gathered here. Do everything to see that you reach more with the truths. Let me read for you a quote here by John Piper that I saw to be very important for what I'm talking about. He said that God is most glorified in us when we are most satisfied in Him. God is most glorified in us when we are most satisfied in Him. You understand this, guys? How is God glorified? When we are most satisfied in Him. And those are the men that will be like a man we read here when we were starting the fellowship. Did you hear the reading that they read for us in actually Luo? Concerning Phinehas, the zeal of the Lord had eaten his heart. But he finds a man who is an Israelite sleeping with a Moabite, and because he knew about the holiness of God, he actually gets the dagger and he just pierces them through, which to you and I would say that is actually something very bad. God says, I have seen his zeal, and he will have this and have that. What do you want to be known for? Attending church and go. That's what you want. That's another name, but I didn't give it to my son. But Phinehas is an example that if you are zealous for God, you can do anything to glorify God. So